The game, I've been enjoying exactly one game.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I was liking Echoes of Wisdom, but I kind of, as everyone else has reported, I kind of cooled off on it and kind of realized, like, oh, the dungeon design is kind of weak, and early on it feels like there's a lot of really tough, tricky puzzles, and then you realize after a while that's just because you don't have a lot of items, and then later you get a lot of items that make them kind of trivial. And so it's like, oh, this wasn't a tough puzzle. This was just a puzzle I was forcing myself to do early for no reason.
I also heard the people on Nextlander reveal something that I didn't see you doing, which is that in every fight, you can just use your green thing to pick up enemies and allow them to be killed.
I think I didn't realize that or something, or I didn't.
You hadn't realized it yet when we were playing it. I will admit to not thinking that game looked very good when we played it. I don't know if you could tell when we were playing it. I was like, I don't think this is very good. I don't think I ever said that. I
don't know.
It looked sort of interesting.
Yeah. And the other thing was, as I mentioned, Cheryl started playing the Link's Awakening remake on Switch, and that is, Link's Awakening is like the best 2D Zelda game. So I kept watching that and being like, wow, this is so good. And then playing Echoes of Wisdom being like, this isn't that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They should have let her kill with the sword.
I mean, you can
turn into Link.
You can, and you upgrade that bar pretty significantly, so you can actually start doing it a lot. But it doesn't make it better. I think it really
would work for me if you were able to be Zelda. I think they should have let Zelda hold a sword.
Yeah, probably. I was actually surprised to hear. It's like the order this went in actually was Cheryl got to the part of the Link's Awakening remake I completely forgotten about, which is the side of a very side activity, which is their first stab, their half go at a Zelda Maker thing, where you you collect rooms that you can then piece together to make really shitty dungeons. And I was surprised to hear that Echoes of Wisdom came out of essentially a failed real attempt at making a Zelda Maker. And I don't know, they decided, and that kind of makes sense when you hear that, the poofing things into reality does sound very like something that could come out of a Zelda Maker. Yeah, I don't know if this team has got it really, because the dungeon design was very whatever.
Yeah.
And it didn't really need to be that way. And also I can't believe they tried that, because as soon as Mario Maker came out, as soon as I thought about it for more than 2 seconds, it became clear that a Zelda Maker would never work in the way a Mario Maker works for 5 to 10 different really good reasons.
Totally. 100%.
Yeah, and then they tried it anyway. That's crazy to me.
But then they didn't really try it, did they?
Well, they developed it for 2 or 3 years, and it kept not coming together, and so they changed directions to making Echoes of Wisdom. And interestingly, that's it was interesting to hear that it was never planned to have Zelda as the protagonist. They just decided that the magic powers we were using were too unlinkish, and so they're like, I guess Zelda then.
Yeah, because we talked in our thing about Nintendo being really picky about who does what. We can't have 2 people with swords, because that's...
Yeah.
Because Link already has a sword. We can't give Zelda a sword.
But also we need to give Zelda the sword, because it's too boring to not have one.
Yeah. Do you want me to read a little bit of this guide?
No,
I
just got it.
Just figured it out? Okay.
Or at least I will have got it once we lower these stairs. Anyways,
I love electricity.
Yay! Or I guess it must have been electricity.
Ooh, H.
The H door.
On the door. Look at that.
We've seen this door 3 times.
Are you sure?
You were busy complaining about metaphor, probably. I don't even know if I should save it without the bullets, though.
You should save.
I have all those slots anyway. Anyways, I started playing World of Warcraft again. And
really,
I hilariously thought that I had come to this conclusion out of nowhere, and then remembered earlier today, like, oh no, it's because I fucking read that Jason Schreier Blizzard book. I just read a book all about Blizzard, and that's what made me want to play a Blizzard game.
Really?
Yeah.
You read that book?
I listened to the audiobook.
Okay.
You're like,
That's
I didn't think you'd be reading. How do
I just forget about audiobooks.
Yeah, and I have a job. There is so many things that I don't like about the job, but boy, does it give me time to listen to audio things. I can just, I murdered that thing. I got through it in like 2 days.
Reading Hearts in Atlantis now.
Oh.
Which was a book that we liked when we were kids. This was like, for a little while, this was my favorite book. Happy to report, I'm in part 1 still, Low Men in Yellow Coats. Tremendous. Holy shit.
Tremendous.
It's so good.
Wow.
It's so good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how good it is. Hey, I think Stephen King hates his mom.
Wow. I don't think Stephen King thinks that.
Look, there's so many Stephen King moms that work in the same way of like, ignoring their son, kind of belittling their son, kind of making their son constantly anxious. All of these sons, by the way, they all want to grow up to be writers. Like making their son anxious about how they behave so that they don't trigger some sort of overreaction from their mom. Moms who don't understand how their kids are feeling. This isn't just the Carrie thing.
Okay, there's Carrie.
Not just Carrie, but like, just because I've been listening to Just King things since it came out, but I've been skipping stuff that I wanted to read before or reread, and I read Tommy Knockers has this mom. There's like a character who has like a mom who he's like scared to disappoint, scared to leave. She's like guilt tripping him and guilt tripping him, being passive aggressive. And then desperation, for the brief time that the main kid has a mom, that mom is like belittling him and calling his shit stupid and judging him and like not understanding, not being patient. And then now reading Hearts of Atlantis, it's the same shit. It's like an over, and this kid is so Stephen King. This is the most Stephen King any Stephen King character has ever been.
Say that again.
The kid from Hearts of Atlantis is like the most Stephen King any Stephen King character has ever been, to the point of like being a big reader. He gets an adult book, a library card. His older friend gives him the book Lord of the Flies, being like, "Hey kid, you might like this book Lord of the Flies." And then he reads Lord of the Flies and he's like, "I'm so inspired. I wish I could be a writer now after reading Lord of the Flies." That is like literally what Stephen King said made him want to be a writer.
Oh,
is
really?
Reading Lord of the Flies. Yeah. So it's hard to like.
I want to go to an island. And
Yeah, I want to be on a murder island. Anyway, maybe he's just really interested in this idea of a mom who doesn't understand their kid. But what did you say?
I was been trying to find.
Oh, you
this
forgot
clock,
to put the thing back.
No, I've been trying to find the clock, and I just realized it's literally fucking circled on the map and says clock.
I wish I knew you were looking for the clock. I thought we were looking for the next piece. I remember you saying I've got to put the piece on the clock, and then.
Oh, that sounds right. Oh, my controller's vibrating with sound, with fake sound again.
I know that Stephen King makes a habit of writing about the same things over and over again, but there's such a specific version of like a mother-son relationship that he comes back to so many times that there's something about it that he finds very interesting.
Shut up, Cheryl. You're not even in the stream. Cheryl says it's going to be the H door for hour. And she's obviously right.
Oh, yeah, that's why when you went outside and went down the stairs, that's why I thought that you had already done the clock.
Guys, M stands for Mildred and H stands for Henry. That's not even the same as hours and minutes. So,
Shaz said H stands for healing items inside, but all I see are bullets.
Yeah, I hope H stands for handgun bullets. Yeah!
This is just the place with all the H things.
4 bullets? There was 4 bullets in that box?
I have heard that this game, and you know this because we heard it in the same place at the same time, this game is extremely stingy with the bullets, which is why I tried to make special care that we weren't wasting our bullets today.
What do we have here? Little bird. That is an interesting bird. Hey.
You know, another one, this is maybe more of a stretch, but Misery, his mother was a nurse. Or some sort of caretaker or something like that.
This is one of those fucking things where, like, I've just missed almost every Stephen King book that has a very specific Stephen King thing in it. Fuck you!
I don't know. Did you not read Misery? Did you not read?
No.
How about, well, Hearts in Atlantis, I know that you've read, because you recommended it to me when you were 12 and I was 10.
Yeah. And I don't remember that at all. Of the
mom is like the biggest part of the book that isn't the old man.
Yeah, I only remember the old man. And even that, I just remember there was an old man. I don't even remember anything about it. Fuck. God damn it.
God damn it.
He loves to do this.
He loves to do this.
Fucking shit
This is
freak.
the hole, by the way. This is the hole that he likes.
Yeah. So if you maybe heard this Nextlander episode or something where, like, Alex was complaining that a different game had a puzzle where, like, he had to drain the toilet. He had to drain the toilet to be able to get the item that was in the toilet, and Vinny was like, James wouldn't have done that. He just would have gone elbow deep.
I didn't hear that. That's funny. I love something that I love about these games.
Oh, his hand is still filthy.
It's still filthy. Something that I love about these games is how impossible it is to explain why the character is doing things. Like, you enter that room and immediately stuck your hand down the toilet.
Yeah,
no
you didn't even
consideration, no...
hesitate.
Like, there's nothing about the toilet
that would make
James's reality
think,
that indicates that there's a hand down there. The only thing that we have is us playing the game, knowing, oh, an interactable toilet.
Yeah.
That's for us.
Like, oh, there's an X button on this. Yeah.
Gotta get the turkey.
Gotta get... Yo, that you think that's what it is?
Yep. Oh, look back towards the TV. It would be stupid if it was right there. Oh, there it is. Oh no, there's just other birds.
Yeah, no, I can't take these birds. These are
That would
actually. I know you probably didn't even realize this. It would actually be really stupid if these birds went on that thing that takes birds that are right next to these birds, and you're actually dumb for thinking that. Yeah, I was remembering, like, the last time I played World of Warcraft was Burning Crusade Classic was out, and I was having a total blast with it, and I was really excited to finally, like, do the content that I had missed out on way back when it was the newest expansion. And I can't blame it entirely on this. I do think I kind of fell off of it for, like, other reasons. But that was right when, like, the Blizzard lawsuit about, like, sexual discrimination came out. And
yeah,
specifically, there was, like, one really upsetting anecdote about it that, like, involved a suicide and stuff that really made me feel gross about Blizzard in general. And then reading this Blizzard book, I learned that that was, like, misreported by the lawsuit, and that actually happened at Activision and not Blizzard, which not like it makes it great, like it still happened, but just being like, now, like, oh man, I missed out on that Burning Crusade raid for
faulty information,
for faulty reason. And also, I hadn't even heard about this at the time, but I guess there was also a bunch of stuff reported on about a Cosby room at Blizzard, and that supposedly it was used for sex crimes, and that's why it was called the Cosby room. And like, I think it's one of those things that seems obvious as soon as you say it. That was completely fake and like basically made up. And yeah, of course, like people did not name a room after a sex criminal specifically for doing sex crimes in. They called
it lacks some subtlety.
They called it that back when the things about Bill Cosby were not widely known, because the carpet in the room looked like a Bill Cosby sweater. And that's the entire story.
Sounds like you're a Blizzard apologist.
Just for those two things. This was like a part of the book was like, you know, women who worked at Blizzard having extremely mixed feelings about this lawsuit thing, because it was like bringing up some real genuine problems that have been going on for a long time at Blizzard that really need to be addressed, but then left them feeling weird because so much of it was so misreported and gave such a like wrong picture about things. And that is the bird I'm looking for. There it is. Or part of it. What the?
As we say, that's the bird I'm looking for.
That's the bird I'm looking for. From all of us here at Run Button, my name's Kyle Churchill, and that's the bird I'm looking for. But I think what was interesting about this Blizzard book, just telling the story of Blizzard from its inception, was getting the real sense that, like, there actually, surprisingly, did not seem to be all that much special about Blizzard. Like, hearing about that place really makes it sound just like basically any other game developer. And, like, maybe, like...
Sorry, in a just... to be clear, in the way that it's not worse in terms of being like a dangerous place to work, especially for women, or not in terms of the greatness of Blizzard.
Well,
where
both basically.
Both.
I meant the second one, but also both of that. Like, yeah, it's like, you know, I'm not that it was like an awesome place for women because it was a game development studio in the 90s and 2000s, so of course it wasn't.
Right.
You know.
Is there something else behind that board? I think I saw a glimmer. Oh no, I think it was just
the glass, maybe.
Yeah. I think it was the doorknob.
It was like. It seems like
I heard the whisper, Shazner. I didn't hear what they said, and then they stopped. Did you hear the whispers, Kyle?
Oh, I guess I. Oh well, There's a lot of weird sounds in this game.
Yeah, how are we supposed to know that there was gonna be whispers for 4 seconds?
Those were crucial whispers. I hope you were listening to those whispers.
Plot-critical whispers.
There's a puzzle that you can't solve without knowing what the whispers were saying. Hey.
The controller knows you were talking over the whispers. It looks like a mind flare.
There's a fucking body right behind that. It does look like a mind. No, it looks like the back of a beholder, right?
Sorry, they're supposed to be spooky and unintelligible. Oh, I'm rattling.
Oh, this
boots.
is a not enemy. This is just an actual mannequin.
But there's probably going to be a mannequin when you go out.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear it.
Yeah, Keith, we can all hear it.
Well, you didn't hear the whispers, so I thought maybe I'd let you know.
Ah, what the fuck? Are you serious?
I feel like the camera...
Okay, it was doing the floor thing, the super fast floor thing.
Run away, run away.
I think we're good.
Oh, are you not in the other world anymore?
No, that's one of the regular guys. The exploding ones have like spikies on them. Yeah, like I guess like circling back to Blizzard, like in their years where they were putting out like tons of like huge hits, it really just seemed like I guess the people that worked there were pretty talented or whatever, but it seemed like really all there was to the secret sauce was that like because the first company that bought them out like really wanted to buy them, and also it was like It was the company that did Math Blaster. It was like a husband. It was like owned by a husband and wife who were teachers, and
This is the part that I know.
That's interesting because I didn't know that.
It's the only thing I know.
They seemed like kind of good people that they got into what they were doing because they genuinely wanted to like teach kids and stuff. So they kind of gave them this like sweetheart purchasing deal where it was like put into the contract that they basically like had like they couldn't, their games couldn't be rushed out, that like they were able to decide when to release their games. And that seems like most of the secret to Blizzard's success was that for a long time they didn't have Bobby Kotick like forcing them to put games out way too early. Is that
Yeah,
wow,
it's crazy how much
sure
of games is allowing
bird.
people to finish them.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's what was so funny to me about like the Halo engine swap thing. I mean, I guess, hearing from Nextlander, I guess the engine swap thing was really necessary. People at 343 had been like sort of complaining about this probably since the inception of 343.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
They were using the Slipspace engine.
Well, they had to change the Slam engine into the Slipspace engine, right?
Right. The whole thing is that they developed the Slipspace engine to solve the problem.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what were they doing? Like, yeah, why did the engine that they developed not solve things? That's the thing that I'm curious about. Or it's like, which engine was the bad engine? Was it or were they both bad? Was
it's just
the original Halo engine
a genuine just that it was
problem?
Really old.
Yeah.
Hey, here's it's like a coin thing. Is this trying to just I don't know. Why did we get a new type flash when we looked at this cabinet?
I don't know. Oh, it's like a hamburger.
But anyway, like when I heard like Halo being like, great news, guys, we're gonna change engines and rename the studio, and that's what's gonna fix Halo. And I'm over here like, are you sure the fucking problem isn't that Microsoft cannot stop themselves from forcing every single Halo game out the door like years before it's ready? Because that really seems like, from my perspective, what the problem has been.
Halo 5 was great. Halo 5 was the best Halo game since Halo 3. Which seems like they only missed one game, but there was a couple games in there.
Really? Are you sure that the campaign you never finished wasn't actually dog shit?
Well, that's not where I spend my time in Halo anyway.
Yeah, well, it certainly wasn't, because it wasn't a very good campaign.
It was a setting issue. I don't like the setting of 4 and 5. I don't care about the Prometheans or whatever the fuck.
That's
I don't have fun fighting them.
Problem.
So it's hard to fit. It's not like the campaign.
Well, remember that
the campaign wasn't. Say again?
You remember Halo 5 did the egregious, like, mind-fuckingly stupid decision to base the entire campaign around co-op, but then removed local co-op?
I do remember that.
And so you had to do online only. Everyone needed their own copy. And if you were playing single player, you were still playing with AI, and like there was like a Gears of War style down system where like you wouldn't just die, you'd go down, and then like your AI companions would help you back up every time. It was very lame.
Oh, it's you.
I take it back. I don't know. I don't like new Angela. Bring back old Angela. Patch Silent Hill 2 remake to bring back old Angela.
Angela. Okay. Look, I'm not sure what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Really?
Like a gun?
What's the point?
There's always another way. Not in this game. There's only one solution for
Easier
everything,
just to
but
run. Maybe it's all we deserve.
We?
Me.
Maybe I do like new Angela.
You. We're all the same.
I'm not like you.
I don't even know what you're responding
to. What the fuck?
Are you afraid? Sorry.
It's okay. Did you find your mother?
No. Not yet.
Did she live here? In this building?
I don't know.
So all you know is that she lived in this town?
What did you say? How did you know that?
Well, I just figured because this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
Yeah.
But your wife didn't live in this town and you're looking for her here.
Sorry.
Yeah, James, you idiot.
Did you find the person that you were looking for?
Not yet. Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I don't know why I think she's here.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
well, the
she's-
letter.
Yeah, she's
died
dead.
3 years ago.
I'm kind
She's
of.
3 years past.
It hasn't occurred to me till now, but I'm kind of a fucking idiot.
Don't worry, I'm not crazy. At
Nice.
least I don't think so.
Classic.
Classic.
Well, now I'm not worried at all.
I have to find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town really is
The
dangerous.
3 words that makes
I
everyone
know what you meant
assured
back
that you're
there
not
in the
crazy.
cemetery.
No, it's okay. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure, no
Sure.
problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. No!
Wow.
I'm sorry! I've been bad! Please don't!
What are all these fucking things flying around?
Poor Angela. She should go home.
These people should all go home.
These people should go home. They've done a silly thing and accidentally brought themselves to hell.
Oh my god, am I remembering from the first one that like this isn't going to be a weapon now? It's like an adventure item puzzle. Collected Angela's knife.
Certainly doesn't seem like what it would say if it was a weapon. Ooh, a key of I can tell that this key is of resilience.
Key of resilience. Yeah, wow. Nope. No knife here, no sir. I don't know why there's a penguin on the bullet box, but there is. Ooh. Ooh. What we couldn't do in the original.
What'd you do?
Well, it's what I didn't do, Keith. This is like the one piece of glass in the whole game you can't break. I guess it's there.
Whoever
for a
cleaned it,
reason.
They didn't use the right stuff. This is not a Windex job.
That's actually, it's just over cleaned. That's just, it's like rubbed in. Those are like grooves in the glass. Bunny Up Gremlin saying, remember when you guys set up that timer for that puzzle? That was the moment I knew I loved this channel. That's so nice. And we do remember.
Very nice.
But it won't happen this time because we solved the coin puzzle in like 2 fucking seconds.
We did.
Well, I did. Keith helped.
What? It's a puzzle. We did it together.
I said Keith helped. I did most of it.
Disagree.
Sorry, I calls him like I sees him.
Ooh, there's hands inside the TV.
Excuse me. Oh, yeah. I think those might be fingerprints. Ooh, wow.
Nope, they're hands inside the TV.
Yeah, I guess the hands are pushing. They're
out.
They're pushing out, which is what's preventing me from breaking it. Yeah, giving too much resistance.
It's equalizing the pressure.
Let's go try that key of resilience on that staircase of pestilence. What? Uh-oh. Are we transitioning? My controller is very rumbly. Oh, we got the minute hand. I've got 13 bullets. That's basically all the bullets in the world, all I'll ever need. And
I agree.
Did I say 13? Because I meant 17.
Hey, and that's all gravy.
Oh, shit. 19
Whoa.
bullets? Are you
Oh, be careful.
kidding me?
They're giving you 6 bullets. You're going to need them.
Keith?
Yeah?
19?
You just fire some off for fun.
19 bullets. Don't tempt me.
Why don't you just pop a couple off right
Keith.
now? S.
There might be a third
for
hand.
Sunderland.
Oh, Scott for a second. All right, Cheryl, you're not part of this.
Wait, you didn't know Scott for second? What were you thinking?
I just was thinking hours, minutes. I don't know why
Well,
Scott
it's
was
you
there. I didn't know
rarely-
why Scott was there. Ooh.
There, La
Vers la
Flamme.
Flamme. By Alexander Scriabin. Can't take it or anything. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 21 bullets? I'll paint the town red with these things. Fuck you, asshole.
Hey, what'd I do?
I wasn't talking to you, but I think it's really telling that you just
Double
heard the
dodge.
word asshole and assumed.
Well, yeah, because I've met you. I know how you talk to me.
I think you've met you.
I have not. I haven't had the pleasure.
You've been there your whole life.
Yeah, sure, but I've never met me.
No one else
I've
has
just
been
been
around
me.
as much as you.
Wow.
Think about it.
I'm all I have.
Yep. Just you and your shitty, scary mom that you can't make too mad.
Yeah.
And your books that are too old for you. Are you Stephen King?
I'll never tell.
Oh, such a cad. Hey guys.
I remember these guys.
You do?
Yeah. This
They-
is in 2. This is
Oh,
like the first thing
from-
I've remembered.
From the last. Okay, wow. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I thought you meant from like earlier today.
No, that's from original 2.
Wow, wowzers. Put that in the minutes. The first thing you remembered from the original that I forgot.
Yeah, I think it's only the second thing.
Oh my God, Rainfall Plays makes a good point. Cheryl has always been part of this.
Wow, of the Silent Hill games, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't even remember what it said about where the minute hand goes. It said like Mildred. Oh, I think maybe Mildred, maybe the second hand and minute hand both go down. No, guess not.
Is maybe this is maybe
Oh, there's a marking right here.
Do you want to just read the poem again?
Don't have. Oh, it's like somewhere else.
Oh.
Or okay. I mean, obviously, don't have that many more options to try anyway. But actually, it might be in the memos. Nope. No. This is all from the other place. Huh. We really
Henry
don't have it?
fears Scott. He'll run from him and hide. He's fled to the west, to the other side. Okay, so that maybe implies that Scott is at least in the first 6, if not a 3.
I thought it said Scott was laying flat, but is that Mildred? Scott lays flat, like down.
Here
this
comes
way,
Mildred with unknown intent.
Wow.
Scott lies face
There you
down,
go.
which I guess means parallel. So yeah, 3. I think 3 is correct.
No, this hand is Mildred.
Oh, where's Scott? Do we not have Scott?
No, we don't have Scott.
Oh, okay.
There it is. We got it.
Yeah,
I
was about to say 2.
I think we
I was
were.
about to say 2. I was about to say
Okay. I think we were meant to.
because it says here comes Mildred with unknown intent. So
I think we were
this
just
would
supposed
be
to
like
guess.
right next to Scott, who I'm sure is at 3.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll take it.
Intent is also Italian for 2.
Do you guys want a super secret tip for the first boss encounter to conserve a ton of ammo? Is it just that you can't kill Pyramid Head, so you shouldn't shoot him?
Yeah, is it that?
They say yes. Oh, that
They even show you.
outside.
They show you in the cutscene that you can't shoot him.
There was a crazy, like, squealing sound from maybe a car engine, and it was just outside. Sorry, what did you ask?
Oh, just that they show you in the cutscene that you can't shoot him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so there you go, right? Maybe that's why they did that, if it wasn't in the original, which I can't remember for sure.
I remember them from a minute ago.
Yeah, I remember that too. Now that you reminded me, I can remember.
Wow, that's interesting. That's very similar to a power that I have.
Well, we are cousins.
It's maybe genetic.
I think we have to assume that. Memory is extremely genetic.
Genetic memory.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sounds like something they talk about in a Metal Gear Solid game.
Wow,
Wow,
playing,
that is huge.
I've seen bigger. Been playing Virtue's Last Reward.
Oh, yeah.
I think I mentioned that I've been playing 999, and you were like,
Yeah.
"What? Why now?"
Yeah.
You like those games, right?
Yeah,
You're
I
a fan
love
of
those games. I'm so glad I didn't get invited to that. That would have sucked. If that had
Sorry.
happened.
It wasn't my idea. I didn't really remember about which. I didn't remember that
We have-
those were the games until all of a sudden
Here we have
I did.
Moon minus Boob, Skull plus Boob, and Boob minus Skull. Go
they don't
count
like-
the shapes in the. I'm hearing somebody who's not involved in the stream saying, "Go count the shapes on the mobs."
Show me the shapes again. Are
They
you
said
sure that
butterflies,
that?
but
Are
they
you
were,
sure that those
they
were skulls?
Idiots when they said that. Yeah, that's a skull. Look at it.
I don't know.
You could say.
The boob was for sure.
Listen, you could
The
say.
skull, I'm not 100%.
You could say it's not a skull, it's a pattern on a giant moth, but it sure is one that looks a lot like a skull to me.
I think it's the Punisher.
Hang on now, the Punisher's always stood for justice.
Justice. Justice for the Punisher.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 boobs.
And
Oh
then
my god,
something
we've
that
got
maybe
6
is a skull.
moons and a skull. Oh god, there's fucking more. Jesus. Oh my god.
I would love to help, but I didn't pay attention for even 1 second to this.
We're just counting the shapes on the mob.
Yeah, I just can't. I just couldn't. I couldn't tell you how much of anything.
I'm checking.
I love
in
that
here.
they've just gone like fuck doors on the 3rd floor. There's no doors anymore. This is a hole in the wall based game now.
I'm checking in here just in case there's not like a secret moth that fucks up all the math. I'm like, haha, screw you. You should have gone through the wall first.
Skull. And hey, push.
Yeah. Oh God, this. I don't want to fucking touch this.
A lot of boobs on that one.
What'd you say, Keith?
Gotta count up all those boobs.
Oh my God.
Moon.
2 moons. 2 moons and a skull.
Oh, you think you count?
Oh yeah.
I guess they show it to you. Yeah. They're very prominently displayed.
Yeah.
You're probably right. Stupid me. If I was playing this, I would have. I bet that's safe to stick your arm through.
We can only assume, but it's not giving me.
Is that
like
a skull? That's a skull on the wall. Look.
Like the shape of it.
Yeah, it's a skull.
Yeah, so he should stick his head through.
Yeah.
Huh? It's not like lighting up or whatever. Weird.
Maybe you don't have the thing that you're supposed to stick through.
Okay. So
again, more adventure game logic that I just find so funny. Of like, I can tell this hole isn't for now.
Yeah.
I can tell that this hole is for, but not yet.
Not yet.
This is a later hole.
1 skull, 2 moons. And I think it's getting kind of late. I could call it when we get to another.
I agree.
Point. Okay. 2 skulls total.
2 skulls total.
I'm counting 4 moons and then. I'm ignoring that for now. 4 moons, 8 moons.
8 moons
total.
2, 4.
Now there's 2 boobs, 4 boobs, and 5
boobs.
5 total boobs.
2, 8, 5.
Okay, moon minus boob, that's 8 minus 5, which is 3.
Yeah.
It's all that math.
2 plus 5 is 7.
All right.
Oh my God.
5
minus 2.
5 minus 2
is 3.
3 again. Wow. 373. Aren't those the people that make those Halo games?
No, that's 3.
Nope. No.
Else.
Nope. It's Halo Studios.
It's Halo Studios. Galo Studios, more like.
Fucking got him.
Look, I don't know that this when you wear armor that jacks you off. I don't know that that's gay, but I know it's not straight.
It's not straight.
It's not straight.
And I love he's got his hand at the ready here, and I get to push an extra button to really send it home. Put it right on in there, James, and stop looking.
This hole, I can tell this hole is for now.
He really doesn't want to because I got to push it again. And I'm over here saying, James, quit pretending. You fucking love this. You're a whole freak. Anyone who's played Silent Hill 2 knows that James Sunderland is a whole freak.
He's a whole freak.
Like a whole ass freak. Yeah. Alright. Mothy room. Very mothy room. Somebody should put some mothballs in there. I actually don't know what mothballs do.
They moths don't like them, so they stay away.
Okay.
You put them in the pockets of your coats in the
Sure.
in your closet, because
that was
moths will eat the fabric.
Yeah, that was before they had invented Glad totes, so moths would eat.
It's
your
before
shit.
they had invented houses that moths don't get into.
Oh, it was brutal. Hearing on. Did you hear the most recent Nextlander?
Maybe either the most recent or second most recent.
Brad had been away for like a month because
In Carolina.
in North Carolina, 'cause
yeah.
he's helping his parents out with like all their flood damage and everything. And it sounds like it even like it could have. I mean, definitely it could have been way worse for his parents in general. But like he had a bunch of like game industry stuff like that he had saved like got ruined by water, and it was because it was all kept in cardboard boxes. I'm just like, oh dude, that
hey, another
sucks.
win for plastic.
Yeah, hey,
rack it up wins.
you know, everyone's talking about forever plastics like they're a bad thing, but who's gonna get a Nintendo's press booklet from E3 1997 now?
This is why we gotta bring back rubber. Make everything out of rubber.
Rubber rots, baby.
Rubber rocks. That's what I'm saying. Rubber freaking rocks, man.
No. It rules, right? Rubber rules?
Rubber rules. Hey, in this kingdom, rubber rules, baby.
Oh, God. Keith, you need to write in the minutes that we solved a puzzle right before we saved the game and stopped.
Congratulations to us.
What do we do now?
Shazzu says I'm a huge fan of Bakelite. Shit was solid as hell. My knowledge of Bakelite comes from guitar pickup holders or
everything I know
or...
about Bakelite comes from the first episode of Evangelion.
But I believe that it does brittle over time in a pretty serious way, which is why they don't make the thing that guitar pickups go into out of Bakelite anymore.
And apparently, this is one of those like GIF things where it's like only the creator is like, actually everyone says it wrong, but it's supposed to be Bakelite. But fuck that.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay, I'm saying this out loud to help me remember it. When we start the game next time, we have to look for the door with the S.
Look for the door with the S.
Everybody,
Wait,
look
didn't we
for
just
the
get the
door
S?
with the S. We unlocked the door with the S by putting in the S hand. Now we can find the door with the S again, and it will reveal its secrets to us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this, the spookiest eve of the year, for a little Silent Hill 2 remake. Thoughts on the game thus far?
I'm not angry.
Yeah. So that's an improvement. That means it's one of the good ones.
But it feels like Silent Hill, which is in some circles is a compliment.
I can't claim to have enjoyed it as much this time as last time, but I think that's just how these things go. Yeah.
Hey, next time are we gonna be finishing the apartments, or are we gonna be playing something else?
I don't know. I just don't want to forget about that S door. Holy God,
so I guess
that
we'll
S
come back
door.
to this, and then we'll do a little switcheroo.
I had to tattoo a door with an S on my hand.
Door with S.
You should literally write that on paper and like stick it to your TV or.
Well, how about this? I've got my notebook here. I've got a page here, blank page. I've got Silent Hill 2 notes. You just have to remember. Now all we have to do is remember that this exists. Door with S.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Go shove your arm in a toilet.